So I'd like to talk about something that I feel is very important for Christian people. There is, within Christianity, a large focus on good things that detract us from the best thing. Happens all the time. Here's what I mean. There is huge focus on leadership, growth, the Bible, and any number of other ways to be a good Christian. Or that's really not a way to put it, a good way to put it. Ways of life. There's a lot, right? Just Google it, YouTube it, and there will be tons, okay, on how to be a good Christian, how to live the Christian life, how to serve Christ, etc., what it means to be a Christian and do all these things. These are all good things. And as I've been learning, maybe you have too, the good is the eternal enemy of the best. So what's the best? Jesus is the best. It's really true. I know everybody will agree with this, but we say that, but we don't do it. How do I know? I've been in it for 30 plus years and I've witnessed it firsthand. What do? We make our primary focus on all those other things. We really do. Don't lie to me and tell me we don't. I.e., there is huge focus on the Bible. Don't even argue with me on that one. You know it's true, right? Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't focus on the Bible, because the Bible is great. The Bible is chock full of great things. In my experience, we focused on the Bible the most. Okay? Everybody say, yes, Jesse, it's the Word of God. How can that be wrong? Here's why. Christ is the Word of God. That's what the Bible teaches us. It also teaches us that the gospel is the Word of God. But let's get back to Christ being the Word of God. He even has it written on him, the Word of God, right? It says in Hebrews that God has spoken to us in his Son. And what did Jesus have to say about himself? And other people too. Here's what he had to say about himself. He had to say, I am the way. So if Jesus is the way, does that mean that the Bible is the way? Seems to me if Jesus is the way for all of humanity, then there ought to be more focus on Jesus, more emphasis on knowing Jesus, more emphasis on living in Jesus and with Jesus and from Jesus, like Paul did, than on the Bible. Again, not saying the Bible is bad or wrong. What I'm saying is that I've seen this much focus on the Bible, and way down here, see my hand? Way down here, focus on relationship with Jesus. What did Jesus have to say about that? He said this. He said, you search the scriptures, the Bible, because you think that in them you have life. And it is these that point to me. And then he followed it up by saying, and you're unwilling to come to me that you may have life. Because what else did Jesus say? He said, I am the life. That's a pretty big statement to say that you are the life. I mean, all life in the universe? It would seem so. Because the Bible tells us that everything that was made by him, and he, Jesus, upholds it by the word of his power. So if Jesus himself is the life, why do people say that the life is in the Bible or is in life groups or why do we focus so much on 12 steps or Bible study or leadership or all these good things? I'm not saying those things are bad or wrong. I'm saying that those are good things, but Jesus is the infinitely life. He's the infinite life. He's the infinite life giver. Right? So I'm not saying we shouldn't focus on 12 steps. I've done them. I'm not saying we shouldn't focus on the Bible. I do. I have. Ad infinitum. I'm not saying we shouldn't learn leadership and be better leaders because we need to. Right? I understand all this stuff. I'm not saying we shouldn't do all those things that very smart people tell us we should do. So don't quote me and say that I'm saying that. What I'm saying is that what we ought to do, all of us, infinitely more than all of those things, is have a relationship with Jesus. Am I wrong? Have a nice day.